Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture on network theory. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the supernodal analysis. We have already seen the problems on node analysis in which we use the Kirchhoff's current law. According to the statement of Kirchhoff's current law or KCL, the algebraic sum of all the currents at any particular node is equal to 0. The node is nothing but a junction where more than two branches come together. So, the general steps to apply the nodal analysis to find the voltages in a given circuit is we name all the nodes in a given circuit, and out of that, one of the node is chosen as a reference node whose voltage we considered as 0 volt, or we consider that reference node to be grounded. So we can apply that nodal analysis to find the voltage. But if from the given nodes in a circuit, between the two nodes, if we have only voltage source without any other component, in that case, such nodes form a supernode. So, as shown in this figure, there are total four nodes in this circuit: node 1, node 2, node 3, and node 4. So, one of this node, that is the fourth node, we have referred as a reference node with zero voltage. Here we can observe that between the node number 2 and node number 3, there is a voltage source present and no other component is present along with it. So here it is not possible to apply KCL over here because this node 2 and node 3 together is said to form a supernode. So the nodes that are connected to each other by voltage sources but not to the reference node by a path of voltage sources form a supernode. That means if here in the place of 1 ohm we had a voltage source, then your V3 must not be forming a supernode because it is connected to a reference node. If there is a voltage source present between two nodes which is not a reference node, then it is called as the supernode. So let us try to solve a problem based on supernode analysis. So for this given circuit, it is asked to find out all the node voltages in this circuit. So let us try to apply the node analysis. First step is we will try to find out all the nodes. We have node 1 present over here. This is the second node, the third node, the fourth node, and this is the fifth node at the bottom, which we can consider as a reference node and we can connect it to the ground. Now, we have to find the values of all these four node voltages, that is V1, V2, V3, and V4. First thing we can simplify that here node 4, that is with voltage V4, is directly connected to the reference node through a voltage source of 40 volt. So it clearly indicates that we can find out from this your V4 minus 40 is equal to 0. That is, the voltage V4 comes out to be 40 volts. So we have got the value of one of the node voltage. Now we have to find the voltage of remaining three nodes, that is V1, V2, and V3. So these three are the unknowns of our interest. But if we will look at the circuit, we can find out one more unknown named as Ix. So it is our first task to convert that Ix or represent that Ix in terms of voltages V1 and V2. So if I look at this point, Ix is the current flowing through the resistor 5 ohm, which is situated between the nodes V1 and V2. So I can write a KVL equation for that, or using Ohm's law, I can write Ix is equal to, taking into account the direction of Ix, which is from node 2 to node 1, I will write Ix is equal to V2 minus V1 upon 5. So wherever I will get the term Ix, I can simply replace it in terms of voltage with the help of this equation. Now let us try to write the KCL equation or the node equation. If I assume the reference direction as outgoing at all the nodes, I have got the directions like this. Now writing the KCL or the node equation at node number 1, I have incoming current equal to outgoing current. The only incoming current is Ix, which I can write as V2 minus V1 by phi. So that V2 minus V1 by phi is equal to the outgoing currents. Let me consider this as the first outgoing current, which is equal to 6 ampere directly, plus the outgoing current in the second branch is V1 minus V4 upon 6 by Ohm's law, but V4 has already got the value of 40. So I will write it as V1 minus 40 upon 6 ohm. And the third outgoing current is this flowing through 10 ohm. So I can write it as V1 upon 10 directly as it is connected to the reference node. So I will have to simplify this, and using the LCM and simplification, I will get the equation as follows. So we have got the equation as 7 by 15 V1 minus 1 by 5 V2 equals to 2 by 3. So that is the first equation I have got in terms of V1 and V2. Now we have to get another equation. So let us try to apply KCL at node number 2. But node number 2 and node number 3 are forming a super node. So we need to apply the node equation or the KCL at the super node. That means this entire super node instead of the single node. So for this super node, all the currents are outgoing. So we can simply write the equation. So considering this first current, outgoing current, which is Ix, we can write it as V2 minus V1 by phi. So the first outgoing current is V2 minus V1 by phi. The second outgoing current is this through the 20 ohm. We can write it as simply V2 by 20. Now coming to the third outgoing current through this super node through the 15 ohm resistor, we can get the value as V3 by 15. And then the last outgoing current from this super node is between this 2 ohm resistor between node V3 and V4. So for that I can simply write V3 minus V4. In the place of V4 I can write as 40. V3 minus 40 upon 2 equals to 0. So I will have to take the LCM and simplify this. So after simplifying this equation number 2 using LCM, we will get the final equation as minus 1 upon 5 V1 plus 1 by 4 V2 plus 1 by 4 V2 plus 17 by 3 plus 17 by 30 V3 equals to 17 by 30 V3 equals to 20. So this is the equation we will get after simplifying the second equation. Now we can observe that we have three unknowns, that is the voltage V1, V2 and V3. However, the equations which we have got are only two. So now we have to find out the third equation. We can get the third equation by using this supernode voltages. So here we can observe that the difference between the node voltages V3 and V2 is equal to the 5ix voltage source. So what we can write over here? We can simply write V3 minus V2 is equal to 5ix. V3 minus V2 is equal to 5ix, and we have already found the value of ix in terms of V1 and V2. So we can simply replace ix with this term. So here I can write 5 into, in the place of ix, I am writing V2 minus V1 upon 5. So again, if I simplify all these equation, I am going to get the value of, I am going to get the third equation as V1 minus 2V2 plus V3 equals to 0. So I have got the three equations for the three unknowns V1, V2 and V3. If I solve these three simultaneous equation in calculator, I am going to get the value directly as V1 equals to 10 volt, V2 equals to 20 volt and V3 equals to 30 volt. And we have already got the value of V4 as 40 volt. So this is the way we have to apply the supernode analysis. And the important thing to be kept in mind is supernode is formed whenever we have a voltage source between two nodes, and none of that two nodes should be connected to a reference node, or it is connected to a reference node. So if we have any two random nodes and only a voltage source in between, they are forming a supernode. So we have to apply KCL to the supernode directly instead of a single node in that case.